YouTube, flight number 6 coming up. I believe I have the power bank figured out, so we should get the entire flight. We have the radios figured out, at least you guys being able to hear me. I still need to work on those and get better. I think I accidentally deleted flight number 4 off of my GoPro, so it wasn't a whole lot to miss though. That was one of the flights where you guys weren't able to hear me, so not a huge deal. Pretty much, if you want to hear comms and what's going on in the radio, fast forward to flight number 5, and you'll be able to start hearing me talk on the radio and so forth. Going forward from here on out, I hope that I have everything dialed in, so we're getting the entire flight with comms and everything. If anyone has any questions about what I do on a daily basis, or any questions about specifically what the program looks like, leave a comment down in the questions below, and I'll either respond to you there, or I'll make an entire video about it, kind of detailing those things. This can be a source of information for people looking to get into becoming a pilot, what student pilot life is like I've mentioned. So for a little bit of practice, I'm going to be listening to Falcon Tower. I believe they have Falcon Ground in the background as well for some reason. I haven't been able to figure out how to get rid of that, but I'm going to be listening to Falcon Tower on live ATC. Have it playing through my radio and kind of just listen, try to understand and do some callbacks in my head of what I think should be being said back to Falcon Tower. Alright, so there's not a whole lot going on right now, but I'm sure here shortly something will start popping up. So I'll let it out the silent times until some chatter comes on.
5246, runway 4 left, line for wind traffic, roger down. Red Rock 14, inbound for full stop of Papa.
Cherokee 61 Romeo, fly straight out, runway 4, takeoff.
Fly straight out, runway 4, right clear for takeoff, Cherokee 2361 Romeo.
That's our plane, Cherokee 2361 Romeo. Someone's about to take off right now.
Straight in from 4 right, Red Rock 14. Oscar 5246, all company 9 and a half, make left traffic, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff. Make left traffic, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff, Oscar 5246. Oscar 3661, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff. 4 left, clear to go, Oscar 3076. 2461, number 2, runway 4 left, clear to takeoff. Number 2, runway 4 right, clear
Sounds like they're taking off from runway 4 right now.
I'll fly straight out and finish runway 4. Contact tower 119.7, Cherokee 61 Romeo. Thank you.
They gave him a new station to contact tower on, so you can get some flight following, since 61 Romeo is doing a student solo flight like right now.
Another 3, Golf Mike Falcon Tower, can I see approved? Yes, you approved. Falcon Tower, Cherokee 2361 Romeo, flying straight out from runway 4. Cherokee 2361 Romeo, Falcon Rush, continue straight out. Continue straight out, Cherokee 61 Romeo.
Altitude 70, extend down, I will fire base.
Extend down when you open my base, Officer 76.
Senior 0 Hotel, runway 4, takeoff.
Officer 1122, follow company base, number 3, runway 4 left, clear touch, yep. Number 3, 4 left, clear touch, go, Officer 1122.
Altitude is 3670, base upward.
Thank you, Officer 76,
Red Rock 46, first sequence, when a present heading to join final, your top call is headed to your right. I had to extend her down a little.
Will Sam present heading is right final, Red Rock 46.
Still listening for 61 Romeo. They have him flying straight out after his takeoff, and haven't given him approval for whatever direction he's wanting to depart to. So
Cherokee 61 Romeo, turn left crossing, now to runway 4 left.
Turning crosswind right now, we'll have to take your runway 4 left, Cherokee 61 Romeo.
Oscar 3076, fly straight out.
Straight out, Oscar 3076.
there we go. They gave him authorization for his crosswind.
Stand by. Senior 0 Hotel, contact 34. Oscar 1124. Oscar
to runway 4 left, clear to land. Traffic inside Foxtrot 8624.
After 3076, follow Cherokee ahead to your left over Grand Reef Dam, turning downwind.
So one of my instructors, other students, is on his first solo flight. He just texted me, so that's pretty cool. That will be me here pretty soon. I don't know, 6 to 10 more flights. We'll see. Landings are still kind of intimidating. I gotta practice a lot of that and get that down and practice my slips if I'm coming in too high, but most likely my level of comfortability right now with my first solo will be just doing a go around if I'm coming in too high.
Archer 4460, you want to follow Archer ahead to your left, turning left, crossing it down.
Traffic inside Foxtrot 4461. Traffic inside Roger 5246.
Archer 5246, Roger. Cessna 882 Lima Alpha, maintain at or above 3,000. Cross midfield into the right downwind for runway 4 right.
At or above 3,000, we'll cross over midfield for the right downwind 4 right, 2 Lima Alpha. Contact down, at about 46. 124.6, 2 Lima Alpha.
Alright, well, that's enough. You got a good idea of what we're listening for on the radio, hopefully. It can get pretty hectic, at least for me. But it's just like learning a new language. So I've already done that once, and I can do it again. And just more practice and more practice. So pretty much every day on my way to the airfield, I'm listening to live ATC. So see you on the flight.
Where are we gonna go to today?
So we're going to fly out to Coolidge Airport and do some full stop landings out there. AE Alpha Echo Juliet, and then it populates right there.
Okay.
And then at a waypoint, we're going to Papa. So you can either touch N through Z or you can slide the keyboard over.
Okay.
So do Papa and then numbers
Coming up on
08. That's Coolidge Municipal.
Coolidge
There you go.
Municipal. Perfect.
I'd like to taxi to runway 4 right for intersection Delta 5 departure to the east. Run up
Do I hit this D right here?
No, because it'll automatically activate that first leg.
Okay.
Once we're in the air and we want to go direct to that first point, then we can select it here and then hit direct and then activate it direct.
Okay.
Once we're in the air, and then it'll take us from wherever we are to that waypoint.
Okay. And we are going to set our we're at 04, so that's good.
Heading to 04.
And then no, not that. It's this. And then we'll go to 3,500 again.
Yep. Initial climb up 3,500.
Okay. So we got that set. We don't need that. That's IFR. Transponder is squawking 1200. Flight instruments are all looking good. We're on point.
Yeah, and just when we check our instruments, just walk through it from the left to the right. Airspeed is 0. Attitude is blue over green within 5 degrees of pitch and bank. Altimeter's been set. We're within 75 feet of our field elevation. Vertical speed is 0. Ball is centered. HSI matches our compass. Compass deviation card's present.
Okay. Perfect. So we have 0 miles per hour showing. We are good on our attitude.
Yep.
We are showing within 75 feet of the field elevation. We have our ball centered, and we are matching our heading and our compass, and the deviation card is present.
Perfect.
Okay. Fuel selector still on our fullest tank, on our right tank.
Okay.
We are now good to do our taxi.
Yeah, and let's...
Our airport diagram out, then we're gonna do our strobe lights and our nav lights.
Perfect. And let's just pull up here and do our taxi next to that fence, or run up next to that fence.
Oh, it's good.
Because they got a lot of traffic on that ramp. At least they did. They might be getting a little less busy right now, but they were very, very busy.
Yeah. There's a lot going on when I was listening. I was like, holy smokes.
Yeah. And they didn't even want you talking to tower. They're like, just monitor, we'll talk to you.
Yeah.
Which is actually a lot of times what they do at like Sky Harbor.
Oh, okay.
Once you have your departure clearance and your taxi instructions, you just kind of, they'll tell you when they're ready for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. brake is working, brake check, instruments are still in the green, we're still showing correct. Still cockpit for taking off. Two-way exchange of controls, your controls, my controls. Taxi clearance we will obtain after we do our run-up here. Parking brake is set, seats are secure in the track, seat belts are both fastened, avionics are set, we did that, mixture to full rich, throttle to 2000. Magneto check, we're going to go one click to the left, and that dropped us 50 RPMs, we're going to go back, took us back up, we're going to go 2 clicks left, dropped us about 50, back, both magnetos, we're going to check the carb heat, on, drops our RPMs, and turn it off, and it goes back up, perfect. Oil temperature and pressure looks good, fuel pressure looks good, engine instruments in the green, amp meter is looking good, throttle down to idle. We're going to do our emergency checklist, so during takeoff, if we have an emergency, we're going to put the throttle to idle, apply brakes, and stop straight ahead. If not enough runway remains, we are going to retract the flaps, turn the fuel pump off, turn the mixture to cut off, turn the magnetos off, and turn the master switch off to prevent fires and such. Immediately after takeoff, hopefully we've got to 1,000 feet, we're going to pitch for best glide speed at 80 miles an hour. We're going to turn our fuel pump off.
If you mention 1,000 feet, that's kind of the cutoff between if we're going to attempt a 180-degree turn back to the runway,
okay,
or if we need to land ahead of us. So just mention that, right?
Okay.
So this checklist would be like, because we're landing straight ahead, this would be before we reach 1,000 feet.
Okay.
This is what we're going to be doing.
Okay. Before we reach 1,000 feet, this is what we're going to do.
Perfect.
Pitch for 80. Fuel pump off. Mixture to cut off. Fuel selector off. Magnetos off. Directions and maps. Unlatch the cabin door, so if we need to bail, we can, and do our best to land.
Perfect.
And we want now to be on Falcon ground, and that looks like it is active.
Yep.
Falcon ground, oxygen 5246 at spot 5 with information Quebec. First student solo, requesting 2 full stop taxi backs and 1 full stop.
Couple student solos today.
Good day to solo.
Running 48 taxi via Delta. 4 right via Delta, Oxford 5246.
Falcon ground, Cherokee 2361 Romeo at spot number 2, requesting AJ departure with information Quebec.
Cherokee 2361 Romeo, Falcon ground, running 4 right taxi via Delta.
Runway 4 right, taxi via Delta, 61 Romeo.
Perfect. Beautiful.
I was looking for that sign and I couldn't see it.
Clear for traffic.
Clear of traffic.
I'm going to throw your nose landing light on just as we're moving around.
Okay. And we've already done our run up, so we can go right up to the line.
Yep.
And we'll say Falcon Tower, Cherokee 2361 Romeo, holding short of 4 right, ready for takeoff.
Yep.
Perfect.
Oxford 5147 Falcon Tower, make a 4 mile straight in for runway 4 left. Contact
right?
119.7.
It's all the way up.
Yep, all the way to this next one.
Okay. I was like, that's exit taxi.
What's that?
That's an exit taxi.
Roger, departure and
well,
break
they'll sometimes have you depart from there
Diamond,
if there's like an IFR flight waiting for release and they're blocking up this entrance.
Oxford 7251, number 3,
go on Delta 2
2 mile
there
final,
to the
runway 4 right, clear to land.
Number 3, runway 4 right, clear to land, traffic looking forward to 47251.
What is that, like an M600?
Pretty cool.
Cherokee 2361 Romeo, Falcon Tower, runway 4 right, so line up and wait, traffic 4 mile base.
Line up and wait, 4 right, Cherokee 2361 Romeo.
Perfect.
Tower, Cherokee 2361 Romeo, 4 right, ready for takeoff.
Meridian 0 November Golf, turn right when able and contact ground.
Right when able and go over to ground. 0 November Golf, have a good day.
I need to let them know that we're here?
Nope.
Okay.
They know. Let's do fuel pump on, let's do mixture rich.
Fuel pump on, mixture rich. Okay.
Oxford 7933, suggest 10 degrees to the left, change to runway 4 left, and contact tower 119.7.
10 runway 4 left, contact tower 119.7 on 479.33.
Cherokee 61 Romeo, right turn on course approved, runway 4 right, clear for takeoff.
Right turn on course approved, 4 right, clear for takeoff, 61 Romeo.
Perfect.
27, holding short.
Keep that hand on the throttle.
Yep,
There
okay.
you go.
All right, all aircraft in line, just monitor me. I have the sequence. I'll reach out to you. Archer 2087 South Tower, runway 4 right, line up and wait. Traffic 5 miles east, traffic crossing
There you go,
downfield.
start falling back.
Alright, line up and wait, 2087.
There you go.